Good afternoon. It's Mary Ellen Stites from Create With Me, and I'm here in the nest, and it's Teach Me Tuesday time. So we've just been through the big holiday, and we're getting ready for New Year's, and 2021 is coming up, and I don't know about you, but I'm hoping that it's a little bit better than 2020. How about you, huh? So go ahead and chime in if you want. I don't always look at my comments during Teach Me Tuesday because I just want to keep this short and I want to hopefully teach you a little bit of something that you might not know. So I always listen to you. So if you send me a message or say you want to learn about something, then I'm all over it. So today my friend Mary Jo, and hopefully she'll get on here and say hi, messaged me this morning and she said, there's two things that I need more information about. And one was grid paper. Now you're going to say grid paper. Okay. So it keeps my surface clean. Big deal. I stamp off on it. No big deal. But I'm going to tell you why I find it, invaluable in my, business. Say hi, Mary Jo. I'm glad you're here. So I'm going to, everyone, Margie, Vita, nice to have you watching today. So I'm going to show you why I find grid paper to be invaluable in my business. So I'm going to go ahead and pop you down here to my desk. Oh, see, I'm already a little frozen, so bear with me. I'm going to see if we can get this. I'm going to switch this, see if we can get this going so we're not going to freeze. So in the annual catalog, on page 162, 163, and 164. And the reason I say two is because we have two types of grid paper. You might not even realize that. So we have our regular grid paper. Let's see, I've got the information here. There's the number, and it's 11 by 17. You get 100 sheets for $12.50. And that is on page 163. And then if you flip to the next page, we actually have something that's called small grid paper. And it looks like this. And you use it inside of your Stamparatus. And that's something that we definitely need to have for Teach Me Tuesday. And you would take a piece and you would put it inside your Stamparatus. There's two different sizes or two different pieces. And you just put it in there and it keeps your surface clean when you're stamping with your Stamparatus. And that's for another day. But anyway, I just want you to know that there is small grid paper too. So this is what you get when you order grid paper. You're going to get it in a pack like this. This is a brand new pack. I didn't even open it yet. So we're going to open it together so that you can see what you get. And I keep this on my desk. Now, you're gonna say, what do you mean? I can keep a sheet? No, I keep the whole pack on my desk, and that is what I work on. I work on this whole pack of grid paper, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I've done it for a long time, and there's a reason. So it comes protected by cardboard. And there's two sides to the grid paper. There's the imperial side, which is in the United States. This is what we're used to. And then on the other side, there's metric. I'm going to turn it around so you can see. I know that's not really that big of a deal, but then there's a metric side. So what I do when I get it is I take off this cardboard, and I use this for different craft projects, backing things when I'm mailing. Don't throw that away because that's something you can use too. So here's a grid paper, and I leave it on my desk just like this. And the reason I do that is because I no longer have to use my, I found out, or let me backtrack a little bit. So I found out that when I design my projects for classes, I use this whole grid paper. So I don't use a foam mat anymore. Because this gives me the cushion that I need when I'm using photopolymer stamp sets. So sometimes I get reminded that I don't have foam pads out on my tables because I forget, because I just use this whole pack of grid paper at my desk, and I love it because I like to keep it for my notes and all different things. So we'll get into that. So you might wonder what I'm talking about. So here's some Whisper White paper, and I just pulled out a couple stamps I'm working with. This one is from the O Snap stamp set, so you get a little bit of a sneak peek. O Snap, the dog is scratching at the door. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's gonna stay outside. But when I'm using photopolymer, I get a nice crisp image. I don't have to worry about skips. And you're gonna go, well, that's a line image, Emmy, so that might not really matter. But I got a solid image, and this was the most solid image I could find, and this was from Amazing You. I think it's Amazing You. It's something like that. It's a new stamp set. And this is just a word bubble, and you're gonna ink it up, and then stamping it on here. You got just enough cushion. Now, this is not photopolymer, so that's cheating a little bit, but it is a full image. It is a solid image, and sometimes you need the extra padding to get good on a solid image. So using this grid paper on your stamping desk eliminates the need of using the foam mat. So I love it for that. The other thing I love it for is I use it for several things, and I'm going to just keep going because I know I froze a little bit. I love it for measuring my ribbon. So when I'm doing swaps or a lot of projects for class, I love to be able to measure it. The ruler goes 16 inches, and I'll just measure it and cut off. You know, if I'm doing mass 1, I'll need 12 inches, and I'll just keep cutting it, and I'll use it for that. The other thing that I use it for is I use it whenever I've got a card and I can't remember, and here's a little sneak peek of some products coming out in the new catalog. If I can't remember what my layers are, or I want to be able to measure, I get a swap in the mail and I want to be able to duplicate it, this paper is great for that. So what I do with mine is I will lift up my paper and I will just lay my card right here, and I know that that is 3 3/4. This green layer is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so I'm using my ruler like that. Now you will notice on this paper there is a nice cross right in the middle. That's a nice centering line. So because you've got your numbers on the top are going from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 out, you can use this as a centering line. So if you're trying to line up an image, this probably isn't the best thing to use, but if you're trying to line up an image, you can use your grid paper and you can center it here, and then you can know exactly where your center points are. So this is fantastic for that. Hi Gail, hi Carol, hi Luann, nice to have you here. So that's wonderful for that. The other thing is sometimes I don't get my words exactly, my stickers on, right? So before I knew how to put the stickers on right, like I showed you in Teach Me Tuesday a week or two ago, sometimes my stickers are a little crooked. So what I like to do is I like to take my grid paper and I'm going to go right down here and I'm going to stamp my words. Now I hiccuped a little bit, but I want to see if they're straight. Now these go up just a little, and that way when I go to stamp on my card, I know I can rotate that slightly, and now I've got a nice straight image. So I always stamp on my grid paper first. I make sure my words are straight on my sticker, and then I can stamp on my card and not worry about it being crooked or you know, it's going to be straight. Now do you have any? I have one other thing I want to show you, but before I do that, I'm just, because it's kind of a funny thing, I'm going to ask, do you have any other ways that you use your grid paper that maybe I didn't think of? So as I'm working, if there's things that I run out of, I always use my wish list. There's a wish list right here, and I'll put like, okay, I just used the last of my basic black cardstock, and I'll make myself a list right here. Or there's one that's notes. I'll use this a lot when I'm doing measurements. Okay, I need that to be 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and that's in Granny Apple green. Okay, especially like when you're making your Christmas cards or you're making your birthday cards for the month. Maybe every month you make the same card. That way you have this and then you can transfer it. And sometimes I just take my cutter and I cut right down here and I save my notes. Okay. Um, I'm seeing if anyone else has any ways they use it different than me. So let me just show you what this is funny, but if you know me, you know that I have the Nest now, and I designed my whole studio with this grid paper. So I want to show you. Here's my. Oh, I'm kind of frozen, but it'll come back here just in just a minute. So here is my studio designed on Stampin' Up! Grid paper. You can see it right here. Here's the little wish list. And this is what I gave to my lighting guy. So these little yellow things are the lights that are on my ceiling. This was the original plan. I think this is pretty much what we stuck with. And then he's got all where the fans are and where all the lighting is. This has been shrunk down so that we could put it on one piece of paper. Bless is saying hi. And then here's all the wiring. I did all the wiring, and I didn't do it, but my husband did. So, and then all the wiring around. But the other thing I did was I made little, I took the grid paper is 1/4, I use it as 1/4 inch square is 1 foot. And so I made these are my 6-foot tables, which I have not gotten yet. And I wanted to see how they would fit in my room. So I've made these little pieces and I can move them around in my room to see different layouts. If I have a bigger class, here's the door where the, I guess I have it upside down, but it'd be over here. So here's the TV, and I have a table under the TV, and if I'm teaching a big class, I can lay out my tables like this, or if I'm just teaching, I'm having a retreat, which I hope to do, then I had it like this. So I use my grid paper when I design my room, or when I'm laying out furniture, or anything like that. So that was just a fun side. Carol says you can use it to create cross-stitch patterns too. Definitely, definitely. My kids use it all the time. Sometimes I'll just take a sheet off like this, and my husband will be like, "Where's the ruler?" And I'll go, right here, right here. So we'll take it around and we'll measure all kinds of things with it around the room when we're doing things. So that is grid paper. I'm gonna put my, let me just go back to my face. There is my website, createwithme.stampinup.net. I have a host code that's open right now, ATG7JSAJ. If you want to add that to your wish list. And then, of course, I love it if you like and share. That helps me with my small business. I really appreciate it when you do that. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, please make sure that you join me on Friday with your coffee in the morning at 10 o'clock. I'm going to post this video up on YouTube shortly, but if you would join me Friday, we'll have more time to chit chat. And I have a lot of irons in the fire and things to help you stay creative. So I hope you'll join me for a fun card. We're going to use new products from the catalog. The catalog is really exciting. There's so many things. I just don't know if I'm going to get through them all, but I can't wait to try. So I hope I can help you stay creative. And thank you for joining me for Teach Me Tuesday. You guys have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.